Okay, is this thing on? Okay. All right. Had to do it. All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only live essential program that starts the weekend early. I am your host, Tom Dog 247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So, we got a very interesting show today, as you can tell from the description. We got some things to talk about, and yes, we do. We got tons to talk about. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do the shout outs and the promotional consideration, if you call it that. I'm getting big shout outs and everything, and hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta have a little fun with my buddy David here. He's gonna get a text message. My buddy David, shout out to him and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you have a great weekend. See, I got that out early. Got that out of the way quick and everything. So yeah. So big shout out to my good buddy Josh over on Absolute Talk. With Josh or at Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. So hold on. Oh, here's what I could have done. There we go. Okay. Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. You can check it. Go on the website absolutetalk.podbean.com. Bring you everywhere that you need to go. You will love it just as much as I do. And so yeah, big shout out to him. Also, big shout out to everybody over on the Dorkening Podcast Network. You guys are amazing. The other night I managed to listen to you guys, and you guys are truly amazing, awesome, wonderful show you did on Wednesday. And we're actually going to be talking a little bit about what the topic that you were discussing on Wednesday, which is HBO Max. So give you guys my take on it and everything, and we're gonna have a good time with that. Also, big shout out to Vicky Van Goth over at Creep Me Out Creations. If you're into creepy dolls, creepy art, and creepy prints, check out her work over on Instagram at Vicky Van Goth, or you can buy her stuff over on eBay and Etsy. She does amazing work, and I actually happen to have, as I keep plugging all the time and rarely show, is this one. Very, very awesome. I like it. You'll like it too. And of course, it's a Real Housewives of Oz, and we're actually going to be talking a little bit about the Wizard of Oz in this program during my little HBO Max review, so that's going to be very, very cool. So yeah, big shout out to her. Big shout out to Melly Playful. She does an amazing job on her YouTube channel. Check it out, Melly Playful. Always a good time watching her and everything. She does an amazing job with the live streams. Um, Big shout out to everybody, to my friends over on Facebook, at Gamer Geeks and Gamer Pros and Fandom Life over on Facebook. We have a good time, and you'll have a good time too. Check them out and tell them Tom Dog sent ya. And of course, again, big shout out to David and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you have an amazing weekend. Okay, all right. So we have tons of stuff to talk about, and one of the things we've got to. Oh yeah, and this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles, from rental video games, accessories, and systems. You can trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area, check out their store. They're amazing. Now places are reopening now, so you'll be able to check them out. Just make sure you wear a mask. But yeah, so for directions on where to go, you check them out over at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. And what else? Oh yeah, of course. The She Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut, home of the Down Right Up Left YB. Wonderful beer. I love it. You'll love it too. Just check out their website at shebeanbrewing.com, or you can follow them on the social media apps, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. So, yes, sir. We are slowly opening things up, and we are slowly opening things up, and which that's good. It's going to take a little bit longer for the barbershops and hair salons to come in, and yeah, I'm looking like shit right now. I mean, I can't help that. You know, it's just that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah. I love that song. Not the the tribute to. I like the tribute to Tupac. That was a good one. But yeah, I need a haircut. Okay. Oh, about the barbershop. I thought you were booing about my singing. Okay. Okay. Dave is doing a little bit of commentary over here. Thought he was being a critic. So, alrighty. But anywho, have a lot of fun. We're gonna try to have a little bit of fun here today. I mean, try to, because it's gonna start going downhill after near the end of the show, but it will still be salvageable. We're still gonna salvage it. Anywho, but yeah, I really need a haircut. It's just like, I'm looking like Chewbacca over here, everything. I'm looking like Grizzly Adams, actually. A lot of you young kids don't even know who Grizzly Adams is. Google it. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just doing nothing, there's nothing I can do with this. I mean, yeah, I have, it's nice that I have hair, except for right here, except for right here, it just got all this hair and everything like that, so it's a mess. So I know everyone's agreeing with me that yes, my hair is a mess, but also too at the same time agreeing that the fact that we need to open these up and get the hair salons going and the barbershops and everything like that. And I was really close. I was really close of getting Nair for my head. I know that it's more of a body hair removal leg and arm hair. I get it, I understand it, but I'm gonna tell you a quick story before we get started. Long in the before time, in the long, long ago of cable access, when I was on cable access, um, I had a lot of hair, and I wanted to get rid of it. So I didn't really at the time. I didn't have didn't have money that much. I didn't have money to go get my haircut and everything. To, get it shaved and everything like that. And my the clippers that I did have at the time broke. Um, at the time. So I was desperate, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and buy a bottle of Nair. So I went and got a bottle of Nair because I did have some money. so so what happened was I got the Nair, and I poured it on I rubbed it on my head, lathered it up, put it on my head, washed it off, and then took the razor and shaved the rest off, so it'd be bald as a baby's behind, and smooth as a baby's behind too. A few minutes later, you see how red that X is. That's how red my head was, from here all the way around to the back of my head, where my hair once was, it was red as the X on the Channel X logo. And so yeah, that's what happened. And so I went live on that. I went live, and everybody was asking if okay, did I get a sunburn and everything? And I said no. And I told them the story of what happened. It's like, oh my god, are you serious? And I went to work like that, and they noticed how red my head was and everything. It's like, are you okay? Did you get burned or something? It's like, what the hell happened? I was like, I put Nair on my head. I was like, are you nuts? But yeah, that is what happened. That is what happened, and believe me, it came close for me to do it again. You know, now I just look like shit, and just like, my God, I look horrible. But yeah, that's what happened. It's like, oh man, there's no, but it does give me a chance to do this finally that I haven't done in a long time. A scene from one of my favorite movies, Tommy Boy. My dad just died. We just killed Bambi. And every time I'm getting my ass kicked, I want to jerk the wheel into a goddamn ditch and Putman. I still got it. I still got it. Oh, that's the beauty about having not being able to cut your hair. You be able to have fun with your hair and everything like that. Hey, hold on, let me say. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do. Trying to turn myself into a white devil. But it looked horrible. Scene from another one of my favorite movies, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. Yes, sir. Alrighty then. So yeah, that's my little monologue for the evening. Not often I do that, but crickets are chirping. It's hot as hell over here too. Really hot out too. It really is. Anywho, so yeah, so earlier this week we had a couple things, Bumblebee tuna. Bumblebee tuna to you too. Anywho, guano bowls. Collect the whole set. um. So yeah. So a lot of things. So a few things happen over the within 24 hours or 48 hours, I should say. Um. 24 hours apart in 24-hour intervals. Um. So earlier today, yesterday, I think it was either yesterday or today. Um. Sonic the Hedgehog was on the news, was trending, and it's confirmed that Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, has been greenlit to do a sequel. So we're gonna see Tails and of course the cast from the first movie. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see Dr. Robotnik again, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and then of course Sonic the Hedgehog, and of course Tails added to it. If you've seen the end credits, the if you've seen the bonus scene before the credits, yeah, like mid credit or whatever it was. Spoiler alert, Tails find is on a hunt to find Sonic the Hedgehog because there's some trouble going on, and so yeah, it's gonna happen. So yeah, Tails is gonna have a bigger part in it, and it looks really really good. Um, However, this is actually what I want the movie poster to be. Um, let's see. You know what? This is exact. Nope, nope, nope. This is exactly. You know what? I honestly want um this picture that I'm about to show you to be. This exact This is exactly what I want for a movie poster. I think a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog fans would agree with this because you know Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my favorite of the Sonic the Hedgehog video games. And for those who know the cover should know that this would make a good movie poster, minus the Genesis logo, of course. I think that will look awesome. What do you agree? What do you think? That's going to be the top. That's going to be the topic for um for the comments section. So, oh boy, for the comments section. And I'll bring it up at the end of the show as well too. But yeah, I think a lot of fans would agree with that because I think that will make a really kick-ass poster. I think it really would. I did like one of the other poster one of the movie posters that kind of resembled what it would look like if it was a video game poster. Um, with the first one, there was a nice one. I gotta upload it. I don't have time to look at it now. But yeah, I think that would be a really, really cool picture. I think it really would. Um, with the two and an image of Jim Carrey as Robotnik, you know, recreating that scene, and then you have uh, Tails on one side, Sonic on the other. I think that would be amazing. That would be awesome. And having that pose and making it look like making it look like the sequel. Like it was on the video game, and I think a lot of fans would agree. So, because a lot of fans, of course, there was received well in the box office when it came out, and it was well received, and of course I loved the movie. I loved it. So yeah, I think that's probably the reason why I'm wearing blue tonight, because of the fact that Sonic the Hedgehog. So sorry I didn't have the hat. Sorry. But yeah. Yes, sir. So yeah. I don't have a problem with that. So yeah, that's gonna look really good, and then I hope it will set the scene for the third movie that will probably introduce Knuckles. And Chaos Emeralds. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. They need to bring out the Chaos Emeralds. They need to start bringing that out. Supersonic. I know a lot of people will agree with me on that. Supersonic. So, okay, time for the hot topic for this evening. HBO Max came out on Wednesday. Love it. Absolutely love it. Already started watching some stuff on there. The new Looney Tunes cartoons are funny as hell. But Daffy Duck, whenever he's on screen, he's kind of I don't know, his behavior bothers me a little bit. And for those who have seen some of the cartoons on HBO Max already know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, he really is a jerk to he's really a jerk to Porky Pig. Because already I seen two cartoons with with both Porky and Daffy together, and both times he's just really Daffy's kind of really like a dick to Porky. Um, one short was when when both Porky and Daffy are firemen, and they're horrible at it. But Daffy's just being a jerk, and it's just he's like, Daffy's so mean spirited in this one. I mean, I don't want to try. I don't really want to spoil it, but I think I have to. It's like he kind of commits a felony too, because he beats the shit out of he's looking for a Dalmatian, and he beats the shit out of a guy, and we think that he's taking the Dalmatian. He goes ahead and takes the guy. He's the guy's in his underwear, and he paints puts Dalmatian paint on him, and I'm like, what the fuck, Daffy? What the hell, man? And then there's another cartoon that where it's just Daffy, and he's just straight up and this short I do not like. It's really, really disgusting. It's a scene where Daffy's just walking down the street, and he sees some used chewing gum on the ground, and he's like, "Oh boy, street gum!" And he picks it up and eats it. And it's so I was so disgusted with it. It's like, who the fuck eats street gum besides bums? I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the hell? It was disgusting, and I'm here yelling at the TV like, coronavirus, man. It's like, really? It's Like, trust me, watch that cartoon and you'll agree what I'm saying. I'm like, really? It's like it's really disgusting and disturbing. I'm like, wow. Oh, Jesus. But nonetheless, the cartoons are hilarious, except for that one where Daffy's picking up, eating gum off the floor, and that's just fucking disgusting. I don't know anybody who would ever do that. It's like, trust me, go watch it. So, but yeah, but nonetheless, it's still good. It's nice to see some of the original. It's nice to also see some of the original Looney Tune cartoons as well too. Some of the shorts are on there as well. So it's a nice little collection. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's really nice to binge watch that. After wanting to see that for so long on digital streaming media, and I know in some areas you are able to watch it with but you got to have a VPN, and I don't have one. So I'm kidding. I do. I just choose not to use it. But yeah, it's just but yeah, it's like it's really crazy. But yeah, it's just there we go. That was a good one. Didn't put on mic though. I don't have a fart mic. But yeah, but yeah, they have the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Um, so that's good. I'm able to watch that because that show was really really good and everything. Um, what else? Um, so yeah, they got a lot of classic movies on there too. They have a tons of Godzilla movies, so yes, I could watch them now. So I know what I'm watching this weekend. Watching some Godzilla movies. Yeah, got some goddamn Zilla. Love Godzilla. Everybody knows that. So yeah. Um, like a lot of the old school Godzilla movies, not the newer ones that are out now, but a lot of the old school ones, like way before I was a wee little tyke. So but I have watched when I was a wee little tyke. So it's nice um finally get a chance to watch them over again, and they have King Kong in there too. It's Casablanca in there, so that's a nice classic movie. Never seen that movie, so I'll probably give that a shot. They have The Wizard of Oz, for those who do love The Wizard of Oz. However, I was a little bit disappointed. Unfortunately, I was able to watch it today without no problems, but on launch, I wanted to watch it because I haven't seen that movie in so long, and I don't want to wait near the holidays to watch it. So I went to go and watch it, and apparently they had there was like a feature, there was like an added feature for those who are visually impaired, who can't see it. So they have like this audio commentary that talks over the movie and just talk about what's on the screen, and they talk, and there's this voiceover that talks what's on the screen. So if I'm just doing something like this, you would hear a voiceover talking over me, and so yeah, that's pretty interesting. But you know, it kind of ruined it because I'm not visually impaired. I mean, I do have glasses on. Sorry, don't mean to offend. Sorry to offend the blind people. So I apologize. I do, but it was a cheap joke, and I'm sorry. That was a cheap joke, and I'm better than that. No, I'm not. But um, but but yeah, it's like they so I was like, I'll just wait until I'll fix it up and everything. So I guess they did because I was able to watch that today without no problem, so that was pretty cool. And I actually saw Little Shop of Horrors earlier too, and I was amazed because when you go and watch Little Shop of Horrors, there's two versions of that film. There's two versions. Um, One is the regular version that's been out on video for a long time now, um, which was the theatrical release, and then the other one is the director's cut. And if I ever have a if there's one thing I would recommend between the two versions, I highly recommend you watch the director's cut. If you never seen the director's cut, but heard about the director's cut, I I guarantee you need to watch. I strongly recommend that you watch it because I have the theatrical version on DVD, and yeah, I know I need an upgrade. And to my knowledge, you know as far as I know, I haven't seen the director's cut on Blu-ray or whatever. I don't know if that's existent right now, but apparently it's on HBO. It's on HBO Max now, so definitely give that a checking out. You will be you will not be disappointed. I guarantee you. Watch the director's cut. All right, because there's two windows. There on the top of the screen, the big square the big screen is the theatrical version. Underneath, where it says extras, that's where that's what you need to do because that's the full movie director's cut, which has a different ending than what you saw in the theatrical. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you heard about it, you need to see it for yourself. I have never seen the director's cut until HBO Max. But as I said, I have the DVD version of Little Shop of Horrors. Does not have the director's cut, but it does have that on the bonus the in the bonus feature section. They do have that alternate scene and ending. So which was the director's cut, but to give you a base on it, the reason why they had to change it, originally the director's cut was going to be the original theatrical release, and what had happened, they had to change it. To my knowledge, they had to change it because of the fact that the scene was very controversial. It was very, very controversial, and it was deemed as too dark, and they would have gotten an R rating if that happened. See, at the time the movie came out, there was no PG-13, so there was only G, PG, and R. That was it. In the 80s, it was G, PG, and R. That was it. And then later on they would go and add PG-13 and NC-17 and all that shit. But so yeah, it would have garnered an R rating, even though there was no, violent scenes. I mean, they saw, like, for those who have saw the movie knows about it. You don't see that much. You don't see like mutilations and everything. You do see the plant. Eat people, but it's not like glorified or anything like that. So I mean that's fine, I guess. but but yeah, that scene alone would have garnered that scene in the end would have garnered an R rating. So they had to change it up, and the one that you saw in theaters and on video is what you saw. Was the final, or was the the original cut, was the final cut. So yeah, a little bit of history, but I strongly recommend you watch the director's cut of Little Shop of Horrors if you are a fan of that movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend that you watch that movie. It's one of my favorite movies from the 80s, so definitely go ahead and watch that. They have all the Police Academy movies, which, yes, on launch they have all the Police Academy movies. So even though I already binge watched it on Netflix, I'm going to binge watch it again on HBO Max. Excuse me. Then there's also what else is there? All the Harry Potter movies are on there. 1 through 7, which was broken into 2 films. So in all there's 8. All of the Lord of the Rings movies, including the Hobbit movies. So I never seen any of the Hobbit movies, so I might go and watch that. They have all the Aliens movie. They have the 4 Aliens movies, Alien movies. Aliens 3, and Alien Resurrection, I guess. They have the 3 original Die Hard movies. So if you like Die Hard, if you like the original Die Hard trilogy, I suggest you go and watch it. Awesome. I still love it. And it looks good on 4K. Just putting it out there. Sorry. Because, yeah, I got a 4K television. Yes, sir. Got a 4K television. I love it. I love it a lot. Yes, sir. It's awesome. So, yes. What else is there? So yeah, a lot of good movies. A lot of talk about the Elmo show, the Elmo talk show that's on, Elmo's Not So Late show. I haven't seen it, but it's been doing pretty well, for a family show. So that's pretty cool. They got Friends on there, so if you're a friend of fans, did you just hear what I just said? A friend of fans. Wow. Yeah, it's time for me to get a haircut. If you're a fan of Friends, okay, got it. If you are a fan of Friends, it's on there. Yeah, definitely check those out. Of course, they have some of the original HBO series, and of course Watchmen, and some other stuff. Definitely worth checking out. David is a friend of fans. Thank you, David. Thank you for being a fan, being a friend of fans. We are there for you to root you on. That would actually make a good reality show. Fans. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff on there, and of course, a lot of other stuff is going to be added later on, including that was recently announced, the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League is going to happen. In the Snyder cut is going to be on HBO Max, and everybody is of course on board for it. And we will be seeing that cut on in sometime in 2021. So um, I don't know how. I saw Justice League finally because I never saw Justice League um, when it came out, and I've been hearing mixed reactions about it. But I gotta tell you, I honestly was not that disappointed in. It was tolerable. It was watchable. Um, I thought it was pretty good. For what it was, and I did see Dawn of Justice all the way through because I saw half of it and I never got a chance to finish it until now, so I just watched the whole damn thing. I'm still a little bit disappointed in Dawn of Justice. Um, for the main reason, of course, everybody knows Doomsday's in the movie, and instead it should have been Bizarro. Just putting it out there, Bizarro would have been a better pick, and but it is what it is, and but after watching Justice League, I can probably understand why that happened, but still, I mean, what's done is done, I guess. But yeah, but yeah, the Snyder, but yeah, I guess there was a lot of disappointing fans out there, and Steven from Super Retro Throwback Reviews, um, I I respect your opinion and everything. So yeah, the I can probably understand. I can understand why. I can understand why you don't like the movie, but I thought it was all right. I mean, I didn't say it was. I'm not saying it was a really awesome movie because it it is for what it was. Ben Affleck as Batman, I wanted to see more of. I kind of wish that Ben Affleck was going to be the new Batman because I really wanted Ben Affleck to have a solo Batman movie, but instead we got Patterson, um, from the Twilight movies, and from the leaked images I've seen of what the Batsuit's going to look like, and what he's going to look like in the suit. I'm probably going to give it a chance. I'm just glad that my Batman's not going to sparkle, so that's really good. Sorry to tease all you Twilight fans out there. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all you Twilight fans. But it's true. It's true. But yeah. So, but yeah, but overall the movie the app is actually really really good. They have a lot of great content on there, and of course again they're going to be adding more as we go along. Of course, South Park is going to be on there, so that right there is actually going to be pretty cool. Um, my Xbox is updating. Yeah. um, it does automatic updates from time to time. Saves me the trouble of saves me the trouble of updating it every single fucking day. So, but yeah, but overall the HBO Max is really really good. They have a nice, as I said, they have a nice selection of stuff to watch, and it's worth the money it's worth the money you're paying for. Um, for new subscribers, you can, of course, you can get it for $12 a month, for a year, and um, I mean, it's a good bargain because it's $14.99 originally. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Because of all the all the content in the channels that they have on there too. I mean, not just HBO. They have Turner Classic Movies. They have the a Looney Tunes section. They have DC. They have Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll is going to be on there. So of course they're going to be adding a lot of stuff on there. Um, if you're into anime, they have there's a studio um, uh, that's famously known for Princess Mononoke. That of course is on there. So yeah, and Totoro, for those who've seen the Totoro movie. Um, so yeah, it's a that studio is on there as well. Um, so yeah, a lot of good stuff, on there. Like I said, definitely worth watching. Worth getting. I mean, for the price tag, you're getting a lot of content. So you're not going to be bored here, and of course, it's a great it's a great competition with Disney Plus. How's that going to affect how is that going to affect Netflix? I don't know, because I think Netflix is going to be, from what I'm seeing, Netflix is going to be doing their own thing. I guess I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed with Netflix because of the fact that even though they do have some really good stuff on there now, I haven't had a chance to been on there lately, but I have heard that there's some really good stuff on there now. Um, and but at the same time, I just it's kind of disappointing that we're not that Netflix isn't really signing a deal with anybody to say, hey, this is what we're going to have. This, we kind of we want to put that on our on our, like Sony or whatever. I don't know. And like I touched base on it before, and I think that's what Netflix needs to do, because once Peacock comes in, all the Universal content is going to go on there. So everything NBC Universal. So don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. I'm just choked up here, choking on my saliva, and so yeah, it's sad really to see that um we could be we could have been seeing a lot of cool stuff and everything. So, but I guess NBC wanted to break away from. I guess NBC wanted to break away from Netflix and Comcast or whatever, and I don't know. So it's kind of sad, really. But I guess Netflix is gonna start doing their own thing, and Hulu's gonna start. Um, they need to start doing something too, because they, of course, they have a partnership with Disney. So who knows? Maybe start putting the stuff, some movies that aren't going to be on Disney Plus, like Deadpool, the Deadpool movies, and of course Aliens, Aliens and Die Hard, that sort of thing. Um, a lot of the horror movies and action, a lot of rated R films, of course. You know, I mean, it's just a suggestion, since Disney bought 20th Century Fox, I guess you can say that Daredevil, Aliens, and the Alien franchise, and the Die Hard franchise are part of the are now owned by Disney. So we might be able to see them on there in the very near future. Um, like Paramount too. Paramount, of course they have CBS All Access. So I mean that would be pretty cool. So, but I haven't gotten CBS All Access because to me I think that's a little excessive. And of course they had, of course CBS Access, they have Two and a Half Men on there. So, and that was the thing about my father because he watches Two and a Half Men constantly. So he was asking me, he was like, "Oh, is Two and a Half Men on there?" And I'm like, "No." But it's weird because they do have The Big Bang Theory, and it's run by the same and it's produced by Chuck Lorre. So I'm just saying. But it is nice to have, to watch Big Bang Theory now. Penny, Penny, Penny. So yeah. They got the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. That's on there now, and of course Suicide Squad. They need which by the way they need to fix they need to fix the category a little bit because they have Suicide Squad in the kids section. How is that a kids movie? If anybody has seen Suicide Squad, we know that it's not a kids film. What's next? Harley Quinn's going to be on there. And I thought that DC Universe was going to be on, was going to be a part of that as well too, but I was wrong. But I could still watch Harley Quinn on DC Universe, so that's okay. No problem there. I like this DC Universe. It's really cool. Um, Get to see some of the movies on there. But a little disappointment that they don't have a lot. They don't really have that many Superman movies on there. Since they had the DC selection, I'm kind of disappointed in that. Even though I am a Batman fan, and I'm not complaining about that. That they have all the Batman films, including the Schumacher ones. But they don't have the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. That's not on there yet, but I'm sure it will be. But what else? But yeah, there's only one Superman themed movie that's on there, and it's not Superman. It's Supergirl. The least favorite one, the least favorite one. But it is nice to see. And of course they have Xanadu, so I can't wait to see that in 4K. That movie's gonna look awesome in 4K. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, a lot of people don't really like it that much, but I do. I like Xanadu because Olivia Newton-John. I like Olivia Newton-John. She's a really talented performer, and not only that, Fred Astaire's. It's Fred Astaire's last movie. If you're not which by the way, if you are a Fred Astaire fan, they have, of course, Singing in the Rain. It's also on there. So yeah. Sir. Oh. Oops. Hold on a second. I apologize. Messaging somebody. So, okay, so, alright, so So yeah, overall I do like it. I'm looking forward to seeing what other stuff is going to be on HBO Max in the weeks and months to come. So I'm really looking forward to it. So all right. Um so yeah, one more topic and then I can get the hell out of here. Twitter. Twitter has been all over the place within the last couple of days now. A lot of excitement happened 24 hours ago, especially on my end. I'm not going to talk about things that Trump said. That's going to be, of course, I'm going to be ranting about it soon. But I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting to that aspect because, I'm trying to take a break from politics because I'm just like irritated at the moment with that, and I don't really want to talk about it. It's just like, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, Twitter's all over the place. Apparently there was a trend yesterday that you know that was ridiculous. Oh no, 2 days ago. Sorry, there was a. I gotta say this right now. I mean, I will rant a little bit, but this this hashtag is over parties. Um, need to fucking stop. They're so fucking dumb unless it has meaning. There's one that did have meaning, which was the Donald Trump is over party, which I loved. Oh boy, but I'm not going to talk about that. And of course they had the Mark Zuckerberg is over party, which I'm also going to be talking about in that same video soon. But the one that was really stupid was the Burger King is over party. And and the reason why this was trending, and I actually got at it after the comment and I'll read it to you in a minute. But I will say the tweet that started it all, that started the Burger King is over party, that hashtag. And so one person tweeted out to Burger King and said, "Hey Burger King, I need to know, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song?" Now to give you up to speed and everything before I read to you Burger King's response, there's been a lot of there's been a lot of funny trends going on in regards to the fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, and there some of them are funny. McDonald's is kind of like family friendly, but but they're kind of like low key and everything. But they don't really become smartasses because everybody is too busy complaining about the ice cream machines and the McFlurries. I happen to be one of them because of the fact that no McDonald's employee knows how to make a fucking McFlurry. That's why I stopped buying them. They say, "Show me the problem," and it's like, show us a picture of the McFlurry, and it's like, I don't have one right now. I just don't buy them, but I will just to show you. for real. But so anyways, like I said, so they always have a lot of so Burger King, Wendy's, and Arby's always like to chime in with some funny anecdotes and everything, like, and funny replies and everything, and they're friggin' hilarious. And one really got me laughing out loud, and I almost died laughing. So the tweet again was, Burger King, I need to know what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? And Burger King goes and replies, the one about her ex. I was laughing my ass off. So the trend got so popular, got so infamous that um a diehard Taylor Swift fan, changed her Twitter name because of it. Um, I forgot what it was, but it was in relation to her being a Taylor Swift fan. I guess it was like Swifties for life or something like that. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so I guess Taylor Swift fans are called Swifties. Whatever, I guess. you know. But yeah, it was all out of place and everything like that. So I go and say, um, the hashtag Burger King is over party is so stupid. Karen Swift needs to chill out, and believe me, that's the one who started the trend. Actually reached out to me after I said that. Karen Swift needs to chill out. I would have said the exact same thing. I would have said the exact same thing. Most of Taylor Swift's songs are about her exes. It was a roast, not sexist. So, let me bring you all up to speed on that one. Apparently, the trend got so out of hand that a lot of people were that a lot of a lot of commenters out there started taking it the wrong way and started accusing Burger King of being sexist because of that comment. They took that the wrong way. Now the person who tweeted that, I'm going to name her Karen Swift, which I did. She goes and replies to me, extremely sorry for what's currently trending. We started it out as a joke, and usually only a few tweeted it out, but more people jumped on the wagon. Let's try to lessen the hashtags, so, and so Karen Swift changed her thing. So she's trying to do trying to then she should be focusing on what's going on too. If she wants to be a supporter of the Black Lives Matter movement, I'm for it too. Which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to get too political on this show. Like I have been in the past. It's just that, it's a sad situation. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about it here now. But, I'm all for justice and everything like that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just not for the rioting. I do not support riots. I don't care who's wrong. So I try to stay away from controversy like that. I try to stay away from inappropriate controversy like that because, but I understand, but I do understand. I just want to let you know. All right. I do, but I can understand the frustration, but like I said, I don't want to get into it. I really don't. But it's so This Taylor Swift fan, she goes and change it now. And now it's private, so you gotta follow her. You gotta follow her to read her posts, I guess. So fine, whatever, big deal. But you know what? Waste of fucking time. Fuck you, Karen Swift. I mean, really. It's like you should never a trend. Personally, you should never a trend in that in the first place, knowing that it was going to get, people that a lot of people would take it the wrong way, you know, because now it's making you look like an idiot. Now that's making you look like gee, what I mean, but I do respect you apologizing and that you admitted that it was a joke, but you should never did that because first, because you literally because of that trend that when you posted that trend, you do realize that you hurt the reputation of said business, being of course of Burger King, because now a lot of people are thinking that Burger King is sexist, even though that tweet was not, their comment was not sexist at all. I can understand if there was a sexist comment in that, in what they said, then I can understand and relate, and I would never have commented. But and just say, okay, okay, now I understand why Burger King is over party. But it was a stupid trend. I'm glad you got rid of it. So shut the fuck up, move on. Okay, it was a fucking joke. It was a rib. It was a roast. So relax. And what's going to happen if Taylor Swift gets, and not only that, what if Taylor Swift gets invited to do a Comedy Central roast, and she's the one that's getting roasted? You're gonna complain about Comedy Central is over party? Fuck you, really. They did that to Justin Bieber, and everybody, believe it or not, it was actually a good roast, because that was actually pretty funny, and I liked it. And I'm like, really? It's like these fans are just like taking things way too take things way too seriously. They really do. They really take things seriously. And I don't have a problem with Taylor Swift. I really don't, because I do like some of her songs, and "Shake It Off" is one of them. And I know, I guess that has to do with her ex too, but still, who cares? Every time I see that music video, I want to shake it off too, if you know what I mean. Oh. Nice to have the banana on cue. Okay, get back down there now. But seriously, really. It's like, learn to laugh. Get over it. It was a funny joke. Relax. No harm done, but you wanted to make it harmful. You really did. So. But I'm not gonna. But she also told me to delete the tweet, and I'm not gonna do that. She told me, yeah. She says in there, please delete the tweet. I said, what I should have said was this: I'm never, never, never gonna get rid of that on Twitter. Yeah, I fucked it up. Okay, start booing. Alright, I got the crickets chirping out already. They're chirping louder for that joke. So it's horrible. But I don't care. But it is what it is. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. But yeah. So Oh yeah, does anybody remember Scott Baio? Good, neither do I. Um, so yeah, this will be the last thing, and then I got to get going. Um, so yeah, this was another thing that's been going on. Scott Baio is blocking everybody who doesn't like Donald Trump, and I happen to be one of them. So this is my tweet to him because Scott Baio was trending on Twitter, and he also has this habit of beating up people who doesn't like who has a lot of nasty things to he likes to pick fights with people who don't like what Donald Trump is saying. So he basically just doesn't give a shit about your First Amendment rights. So, and you know who's always passionate about First Amendment rights, especially here on this show? Your friendly neighborhood Tom Dog. So this is what I tweeted out in regards to Scott Baio. Do I care that Scott Baio blocked me? No. He's a whiny little bitch who couldn't act his way out of a wet paper bag. Chachi can go fuck himself while Charles continued to be in charge of Donald Trump's cock. Yes, exactly. I actually tweeted that. Yes, sir. So, it got their rounds. it got their rounds. Some people liked it. Oh, that was a good one. I kind of melt the stitching in my shorts. Charming. But yeah, Scott Baio, fuck Scott Baio. He's a fucking asshole. Really, he's gonna pick a fight. Pick a fight with people who don't like what Donald Trump has to say. Really? So I wrote a little song about Scott Baio. And it goes a little bit something like this. Had to clear my throat. Baio. Baio. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Bay. Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay, Mr. Baio. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Run your mouth and drink that rum. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Stick banana up your bum. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Come, Mr. Jolly Man. I'm too busy laughing. Come, Mr. Jolly Man. Come at me, why don't ya? You are the scum and you ought to go home. Come, Mr. Charlie Man, come at me, why don't ya? You are the scum and you ought to go home. My right fist, left fist. My right fist, left fist, both will punch ya. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Right foot and left foot will kick your bum. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Mr. Baio, you are a scum and you ought to go home. Mr. Baio. You are a scum and you ought to go home. I will strangle you with a bandana. You are a scum and you ought to go home. I be deadly like tarantula. Like tarantula. You are scum and you ought to go home. My right fist, left fist will hit your face. You are a scum and you ought to go home. My right foot and left foot will kick your ass. You are a scum and you ought to go home. Mr. Baio, you are a scum and you ought to go home. Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay, Mr. Bay. Bayo scum and you ought to go home. Come, Mr. Charlie Man, come at me, why don't ya? You are a scum and you ought to go home. Come, Mr. Charlie Man, come at me, why don't ya? Charge at me, why don't ya? You are a scum and you ought to go home. Thank you. Thank you. I know I probably should have wrote it down, but you know what? I don't script shit. But yeah, you heard it right. I am calling out Scott Baio. He needs his ass kicked. He really does. Fucking hate him. But yeah, it's like, it's fucking ridiculous, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like, come on, Scott Baio, come on. You wanna kick my ass because I don't like Donald Trump? Come on, I'm right here. It's like, really, it's so friggin' ridiculous that. Thank you, David. Thank you. It's like, you know what? I'm not afraid of Scott Baio. I'm not. I'm a former backyard wrestler, so I can whoop his ass. Let me put him through a wall for a change. Seriously, it's like, fuck you, Scott Baio. It's like, look, just because everybody's entitled to their opinion. If they don't like somebody, because of a person doesn't think they're doing a good job. Don't be the one that it's going to be like a fucking douchebag and be a fucking asshole and say, excuse me, and say, hey, hey, I'm going to kick your ass if you don't like Donald Trump. That's kind of, you're kind of acting like a bully yourself. You really are, and really, you don't intimidate me one bit, because you know what, you're not a hotshot celebrity, and you're not a big shot celebrity, and I don't see anybody calling you up and say, hey, we want you to be in this movie. You know, really. I mean, really. So that come at I'm not that hard to find. Come on, Scott Baio. You want to be in charge? Come on. Let's see you be in charge of me. Charge at me, bro. Come on. I'll kick you in your chachi. Go back and pleasuring Donald Trump. That's what's happening. And especially when it's like Donald Trump is like you know Scott Baio, come on, come on. It's time for you to pleasure Donald Trump. You know the drill. On your knees. On your knees. Oh, sure, Mr. Trump. Sure, Mr. Trump. I have no problem. Of course you don't have no problem because you know what? You love my huge cock. Yes, I do, Mr. Trump. Scott Baio loves your dick. Absolutely. Absolutely. Giles in charge of my balls and my cock. Giles in charge. Better than my friend Kid Rock. That's why I like Giles in charge of me. Oh boy. Giles in charge. Oh boy. So come at me. Come on. I'm calling you out there, Scott Baio. Come on, you want to fight me. Oh wait. That's right. I'm not that big of a celebrity, but I can be. I could be a bigger celebrity than you. I can make Zapped look better too. Ooh, did that strike a nerve? Joni loves me better. She told me about Chachi. Oh, and your wife can join in too. I hear she puts up because you're a pussy. Anywho, well, with that being said, I'm going to call it a night. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Always love the time being here and, entertaining you as best as I can. So yeah. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but if you're lucky, you'll be able to see it. If you're new to the channel here, leave a thumbs up if you like it, and if you if you're new to this channel, be sure to thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below too about what would the movie poster of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 would be. I already gave out mine at the beginning of the show, so check that. So go ahead and check that out. If you agree or if you have a different one in mind, which you would like to see on the as a movie poster. ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified on what I'm going to be doing next. And like I said, if you're new to this channel, there's only one thing to do, and be a part of the Burl Pro family, and that is face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all again here next time. Next week, same Tom Dog time, same Tom Dog channel X. Until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.